We'll start in the room.
Yep.
Jason, how do you watch this team with the rotation made up as it is and rationalize the way they've looked over several games now, as compared to the team with the full rotation and the struggles that I think it's fair to say you guys had through the first 20, 25 games?
Yeah. Well, we did win some games in those 25.
Certainly.
We set a record. We shot the ball one night all together. But I think even in the losses, you can see this team is different, right?
Mm-hmm.
The ball moves, we're competing, we're playing for one another. It's not, my turn, your turn. And that's just, what a team can do. And you got guys who are hungry to get back into the league. And so, this is a group that's, as I said before the game, they talk. I know that sounds funny to bring up, but if you listen to that locker room early in the year, it was very quiet. And so the new players, Theo, B-Knight, those guys are older. They know how to play. They're sharing the ball. They're executing the game plan, as we talked about tonight, is making a pass, extra pass. I thought Josh was great, driving the ball and finding teammates. And then it's just a class act of what those guys did at the end of the game in the locker room, bringing the game ball in and giving it to Khalid for scoring his first point in the NBA game. And that sums up who we have as young men in that locker room. The character is extremely high. I know it's, a broken record, but when you guys have asked about the character or the morale, it's high. Yes, we want to win every game, but they cheer for one another, and that's special, and that has shown with a lot of guys out of the lineup. It's carried over to the new guys.
Yeah, I think the activity, I was going to ask about that too. It's, not to look too far ahead. I know that, players will come back slowly. They won't all be back next game. But when this team has its full rotation available, how do you keep that activity, whether it's cutting or passing or creativity or whatever it is? Like how do you keep that going, since you just highlighted as a positive?
We continue to talk about it, and we can put it on repeat. No stress, offense, sharing the ball, chemistry and accountability, things that we've started with the year and actually have continued to talk about. There has been a shift. Like, it hasn't been a trade. It almost feels like trades because of the new players. But the guys have picked it up. We've kept things simple. They're playing hard. And in this league, if you play hard, that puts you in a position to win. And that's what these guys have done. And I think our owner has said it best a couple of days ago. We're going to have hard decisions to make when we become healthy. And so that's up to Cuban and Nico to figure out who's going to be in those uniforms going forward.
And then one more. You've been giving Josh Green passing lessons?
Josh was great. Josh threw a great. All his passes were impressive, but the big thing is his intent to attack. I think he's picked up from where he left off. He was playing at a high level for us, and I think you can see he continued. Even after COVID, he was driving the ball and finding teammates. He made some incredible passes tonight, and so now that we know he can do that, we're going to have to build on it.
Okay, Callie. Callie, go ahead.
Hey, Jason. With 38 assists on 48 buckets tonight, how do you explain that kind of rhythm and that kind of fast chemistry, aside from just basic communication, when you guys haven't had the benefit of a practice or a shoot around in the last
Yeah, I think, Kelly, it's a great question. I think it goes to those guys in the locker room. I think they're listening. That's, I think, sometimes taken for granted, but they're listening to what the coaching staff is talking about on both sides of the ball, and they're executing. They're trying to do the things that we've asked them to do. And even, with some of the losses that we've had, we're playing hard. We're giving ourselves a chance to win. And I think this is a carryover from the Christmas game. When you look at sharing the ball, making shots, and then defending. Even though we gave up 117 points, I thought our defense was pretty good tonight.
Dwayne?
Yeah, Jason, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Dwayne.
Yeah. Tell us the way KP was dominating there in the paint with 24 points in the first half. And also, what do you remember about your time with Brandon Knight there in Milwaukee when you guys were there together?
Yeah, great question. In the paint, I think as a team, we had almost 70 points. I thought KP let the ball come to him tonight. He didn't force anything. I thought if they didn't double, he went to score, and if they did, he found the open guy. I thought his rhythm in the game was great from start to finish, and then on the defensive end, he was big. And then I thought B Knight was great. His speed of being able to get into the paint, and then also being able to knock down shots. But he's also, he's an older player, and I hate to say that he's old, but he's not. He's 30 years old or 31. And so his maturity of his voice and just his calmness was big for us tonight. And so I thought he did a great job in the floor game for us tonight.
Those 30-year-olds. All right, one more, Luke.
Well, I mean, I don't mean to say he's old. He's just older than some of our guys.
Luke, go ahead. I know, I'm just kidding.
Coach, going back to Josh Green, you touched on his passing, especially that came to fruition tonight. Can you talk about some other areas you've seen him develop and grow, especially this year in the games that he's gotten some extended run? Yeah, I think you can see his feet are settled and he's comfortable, and so he's showcasing what he can do, and so. He got 26, 27 minutes tonight. And I thought just his floor game, he didn't force anything. He was aggressive. He attacked and made all the right reads. And so from here now, he has to build on that. And he still has a ways to go, but he definitely has a good foundation to build because he is unselfish. And when we can have multiple, playmakers on the floor, that just makes us that much better.
Cool. Thanks, Coach. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Good game tonight. All right, go for it, Tim.
It's me. Very lonely over here. Feels like you guys have had this performance, a similar performance for a few games in a row now, but opponent aside and all that, it finally feels like it all came together. Is that how you're feeling, that this level of performance, this level of quality basketball is what you guys have been doing for a few games now?
Yeah, I think so. I think our overall energy and defensive effort is there, in these few games in a row. We might not get the win every time, but we bring those things and we execute the way we need to put ourselves in a position to be able to get the win. So yeah, tonight, it all came together. Offense was great. Ball was moving unbelievable, and yeah, everybody played great. Josh was amazing tonight. JB got everybody involved, and Dwight had a hell of a game. So it's if everybody's going like that, it's hard to stop us.
Jason also mentioned that ball movement, the activity, and that can mean a lot of things. But how do you, I'm looking ahead a little bit, but how do you continue to do that when you reincorporate?
Yeah, I think it's just us making the right play. We have to make the right play every time. Good or decent shot to a better shot. That's got to be our mindset. And the ball will get to who we need the ball to get to. At the end, everybody has to know their role and play selfless basketball, and that's when the best stuff happens for us. And everybody's playing well. Everybody's getting their stats, and everybody's happy and playing hard.
Callie?
Hey, KP. I saw you smile a bit there in the second quarter after you hit that third three-pointer. How much of that was just like a boost for you mentally to see those three go in after it had been a couple of rough games in a row?
Yeah. No, it was weird, but after I missed the first three, I don't know why, but I was like, I know I'm gonna make shots. Like it was straight on, a little bit short. The third one, I was already like, okay, this is going in, and then it was like in and out. End of the quarter, I think. I was like, I have to keep shooting. I know it's going in, and that was it. I was, I was kind of took a little more time than I usually do when I'm shooting them. Got my body right and just let it fly. Got a little more arc on it, and and that was it. And it goes in, without overthinking and just playing instinctively. So I just had that feeling that, I'm going to make some shots. So now consistency is what I'm looking for.
Dwayne?
AP, could you describe what you guys got from Brandon Knight tonight with the 18 points and 5 assists?
Sorry, say that again, please.
Could you describe what you guys got from Brandon Knight tonight with the 18
points?
Yeah.
No, I forgot to mention him. He had a great game. He's quick. He can get by guys. He's, he has, proven himself in this league already. I didn't even know he didn't have a team. So I think that was, smart for us to pick him up. And he gave us a lot tonight. He gave us offense and ability to create. And yeah, he's a big part of why we won so comfortably.
Luke?
KP, you got a number of good looks coming off of, off-ball movement, cuts to the rim. Can you talk about how important that is for your offensive game, specifically in terms of opening up the defense and getting high-quality shots?
Yeah, that's something I always try to look for. Those are just easy baskets whenever your defender is kind of ball watching, especially when Luka drives or JB drives and they start to kind of dance on one on their pivot foot around, try to get a shot off. That's the moment to cut, because they will find me and they will find other guys. Dodo does the same thing. So timing and trying to get those easy ones, and then it's just pretty much every time you're at the rim by yourself.
Leonardo.
KP, te saluda Leonardo Torres desde Perú. Felicidades por la victoria. KP, hoy anotaron 132 puntos. ¿Cuál fue la clave para tener una buena noche ofensiva? Y sobre el All-Star, ¿te motiva a ser un All-Star esa temporada? Gracias.
Muchas gracias. Fue desde el principio del partido. Creo que hicimos el pase que hacía falta, que era el siguiente pase para un mejor tiro. Y eso pues ha sido como una reacción de cadena durante todo el partido, y al final pues, tenemos 38 asistencias de equipo, y pues eso es al final cuando todo el mundo está tocando la pelota y moviendo la pelota, todo el mundo está contento y lo dan todo en defensa. Eso es lo que nos ha pasado hoy, y yo creo que para nuestro grupo es clave hacer esas jugadas, ¿cómo se dice? Esas jugadas sin ego y sin tener que meterla yo, ¿sabes? Así que es un paso adelante para nosotros hoy.
Okay, thanks, KP. We'll cut it there to make room for the next guys. Appreciate it.
Good to go? Yep.
All right, go ahead.
What did that feel like, Josh? I feel like it felt like to me a bit of a breakout performance. Do you agree?
Yeah. I think it was fun, man. Watching, I felt like after the Lakers game, I was kind of getting into rhythm, and, COVID, sorry, I was about to say something bad. Yeah, COVID hit. So, it was frustrating, being at home and, missing out on the games and stuff. But yeah, I think just making sure that I was ready to come back and just help the team as much as I could. And just need to, keep building up that and, watching film and developing. So, yeah.
Those I believe those more assists, or you had more assists this game than you've had all season. And I think we all knew you have some passing abilities.
Yeah.
Like you showed that in college, you showed that a little bit your first year. But what was clicking this game specifically, and how do you view yourself as a passer?
I think I've always, like, when I was young, I used to be a point guard and stuff, and I started growing. And when I moved over here, I started moving to the wing spot. I think just, really just, playing, international basketball, a lot of pick and rolls. I enjoy coming off, pick and rolls and playing with the big. And I think just, just feeling the game and seeing, what our team needs. We have KP, one of the best shooters in the NBA. Have Dwight, great roller. So I think it's just finding them and, just doing what I can do, try to get to the right spots. Just stuff I've been doing since a little kid.
All right, go ahead, Renee.
Callie?
Hey, Josh, I'm curious, how significant or mild were your symptoms while you were out, and what did you do to pass the time in isolation?
Luckily, I was okay. Just it wasn't too bad at all. I think it was just one night that I just felt a little congested, and that's about it. To be honest with you, it just felt like a cold. I was lucky enough to be able to pass the negative test pretty quickly. So that was, man, when I heard my first negative test, I was so happy, and when I ran 5 miles. And what I did was I became an all-star Fortnite player. I had a crazy amount of wins in Fortnite. I was playing with my little sister and a couple of my best friends. Developed my FIFA skills, which are pretty hard to develop, and watched a lot of film. When every single game happened, I still treated it like I was playing the game, and watched the scouting report and talked to Coach Sweeney. So just trying to at least feel like I'm about to play a game and then play Fortnite.
I'm glad you're better.
Yeah, thank you.
Dwayne?
Yeah, Josh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Josh, since you are such a young player in the league, how important is it for you to get some playing time so you can show the coaches what you can really do?
Yeah, I mean, I think, regardless of who you are in the NBA or, what position, I mean, I think you can shoot as much as you want at nighttime. You can work out as much as you want, but there's nothing better than, game reps and getting up and down. And, it's hard because, you come from a college where you're playing 25, 30 minutes a game, getting the ball. And I think the biggest thing is being able to, just find what you're good at and, see what the team needs and just develop off that, start simple and then keep expanding. So for me, I think, every single minute I get, it's just making the most of it, learning from what I can. And I think it's very important in development.
All right, last one, Luke, go ahead.
Yeah, Josh, there's obviously been a lot of talk about your passing and your assist numbers tonight. And it seems like for you, a lot of those assists started with getting in the paint, whether that was flashing to the middle, cutting back door, taking your defender off the drive, that sort of thing. Can you talk about how important getting into the paint is for you in the way you play on offense, specifically, whether that be generating shots for yourself or your teammates, and then also where your comfort level is right now at this point in your career when you're in the paint with the ball in your hands making plays?
Yeah, I think something, a big emphasis for us is always, when we get the ball in the paint, we're able to, good things happen. I think it's stats show it's a high percentage of the time we score. And, coming off being out since a week and a half since I last played, I'm it's hard just to get into a game and with a full arena and just shoot. So I'm I think it's important for me to, try to get rolling by just playing. I enjoy attacking. So trying to attack and just, get 2 feet in the paint and play from there. I feel comfortable finishing, but I also love passing the ball and getting my teammates involved, because if everybody is rolling on the team, then it's very hard to stop. And, I think that's it was just just playing with the flow. I mean, when I attacked baseline on Nance, I didn't think he was going to jump, and I was like, damn. And then, just kind of playing from that. So, yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks, Josh. Welcome back. Good game. All right, we'll be along with Brandon here shortly. We'll go ahead and cut it there. I know that the bus is getting ready to go and the locker room's clearing out. So nice to meet you, Brandon, virtually. Good game tonight. We'll talk to you later. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, guys.